Hey Crafty Mavens, it's Vanessa here with a Kit It Up layout today, and I am just showing you here the things that I pulled for my kit. This was my August Secret Not Secret kit, which was based on the Cocoa Vanilla Happiness collection. And so I just wanted to show you here at the beginning of the video the pieces that I had left from this kit that I decided to use for my layout. And I love that blue pattern paper. It's just beautiful with this rainbow stripe on one side and the blue on the other. It's just gorgeous. So I am going to actually use that blue side for this layout today. I do have my wood grain paper, and that is going to be my background. I will mat that on a piece of blue, navy blue cardstock to frame out my layout a little bit later. But first I am going to mat my two photos. And these photos are of my son and my husband, and there's a place that we go to get oranges, and sometimes we will let the kids play. They have like a little play area, and one of the things in that play area is these little tubes that you put oranges in, and then you make the water rush through the tube and push the orange to the other side, and they call them orange races. So I had snapped a few pictures of my husband and my son while they were playing the orange races, so that is what I'm going to scrapbook today. So I'm just getting my two photos here all matted, and now I'm going to kind of play a little bit with where I want to place my photos. I know that I want them both to be pointed so that they're looking into the middle of the layout, so I'm just kind of playing with how I want to arrange those on the page. My title for this one is going to be really simple and very straightforward. It is just going to be called Orange Races, because basically that's exactly what they were doing. And first, before I start to put my photos down, I am going to cut that beautiful watercolored polka dotted paper into an 8x8 square, and I'm going to put that behind my photos as well, just to add a little bit more interest and to add a little bit of extra pattern underneath my photos. Here I am taking some Hip Kit letter stickers. These actually came not from the kit that I was using, but from my stash, and so I will use those to spell out races. And so I do know that now my photos are going to go sort of, one of my son is a little bit lower and my husband's above, and the orange goes above my son's photo and the races below my husband. So I've kind of split my title up a little bit. Now I am just going to go through all those little bits of embellishing and ephemera pieces that I had left over from my kit, and I'm going to kind of just pick out some bits and pieces that I want to use on this page. I decided to make and place the races on that little label just to help it stand out a little bit. And then I am taking these beautiful butterflies that I cut from one of the pattern papers, and those are going to go throughout the layout. I'm kind of going toward sticking to more of the blues and greens and oranges from the butterflies and from the different bits and pieces, since I have two boys in the layout. And while I don't mind using pink, and there's definitely pink in this layout, I was kind of going toward the blues and the greens especially. And so here I am just going to lay out the butterflies, and then I put some hearts with those butterflies, and basically the design is pretty much going to stay how you see it here. I am just going to kind of look through the rest of the bits and pieces that I had pulled for this kit, and then off camera I am going to go ahead and glue all of this down, since you don't need to watch me glue all the bits and pieces down. I do add just some glue to the middles of those butterflies, so I get some dimension with those butterflies so that their wings kind of come up off the page. And then once I have all of that glued down, and I do apologize because for some reason my camera seems to be a bit out of focus for this last piece of the layout. I'm not sure why, But I do go ahead and add just one word phrase sticker, and then I'm going to take some of these enamel dots in some of the green and the blue and the sort of lighter turquoise blue, and I'm just going to dot those around in each of the clusters. And then with that, I do believe that pretty much finishes off my layout. I will have some still photos coming up at the end, and I do off camera add my date for this layout, as well as I do go ahead and add some white ink splatters, because I typically on wood grain backgrounds like to have some white splatters, and so I had forgotten to add them earlier, and so I went ahead off camera and added those, which you will see again in the still photos at the end. I did add one more little word sticker there above the title, and there is the navy cardstock background. And with that, guys, here are the still photos, and I will catch you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.